Okay, everybody, in today's video, we're going to look at Codex. There's been a lot of updates of Codex. I think I've been sleeping on Codex, and we're going to take a little look at it. We're going to see. I've been very much a Claude Code person, and I think it's time to take another look with all the updates that Codex has been receiving. So let's dive in and take a little peek. Okay, we are inside of Codex. All right, let's take a look. So it just looks like ChatGPT to start. We've got a couple of options of things we can connect to. We've got our 5.5 intelligence meter here. And we're going to stick with medium. We're going to stick with medium for now. We've got our folder of my project here. And we also got some plugins available. We installed computer use in Chrome beforehand. We got some other stuff here. Okay. Should we add my Notion? Let's add my Notion. Reference, sure. Let's turn it all on. All right, let's install one of these. You guys can see the process. It's probably going to kick me over to my browser to authenticate. So let's see. Notion app, media intelligence skill. Yeah, all right. It's pretty easy. I don't know if it authenticated or not. Okay, robust plugin system. Very cool. I wonder if these are just all MCPs like you'd get in the web app. But still, very cool to see. And we've got our skill library as well. Let's see. Do we want to put anything up there? I think we got enough to get started, I think. And then there's also automations, which feels like that might be its own thing. We might not get into that today. All right, let's go back to our chat. All right, I'm in a folder. We're hooked up. We got stuff. So we're going to start with, let's see if it knows. Let's see what it knows about me. Knowing what you know about me, can you create me a cool personal site? I wonder if it has context for me from, I'll make this an actual usable personal. First, let's see what, okay. So it's in my folder, it's doing things. This might take a second. So we'll let this kind of roll. It's gonna generate some images. All right. Okay, while that's working, I've set up Codex on my phone. You might not be able to see that here, but we are in sync with the desktop app, so I'm gonna see if I can respond from my phone. Let's see. I'm keeping the content personal but not creepy specific. Based on what I actually know here, the site will present you as a hand-on builder who likes turning fuzzy ideas into working tools. The design direction is dark, editorial. I'll take that. All right, we're doing some styles. Okay, so it's still going. It wrote a lot of CSS, so I'm a little scared. It's going to open up a browser and check things out. And it's going to start up a server, which is one of the things I was going to try, but let's see. Let's see if I get this modal on my phone. Remote session disconnected. What happened? What did I do? Okay, hold on. Reconnect. My cat's running around. If you hear anything like that. Okay, we're gonna approve. Okay, see, we're gonna just work on our phone here, which is a cool feature. I could be walking around and we could be building stuff with Codex, so I like that. All right, I am switching it up. I keep switching tools here, but server's up. Okay, how do I see? All right, okay, here we go. Here we go. I have to admit, I do love how there's the browser's kind of built in. Take a screenshot, we can annotate. That's pretty nice. And I can keep this open and we can kind of okay, we had a couple of technical difficulties. We're back. Hopefully this is gonna work. So we had to chop up this video. So sorry if there was a hard cut. So let's go back because I don't think some of it got recorded. Let's go back to our personal site. Start a little bit from here. I think this is, I like this interface. I think this is pretty smooth. I had to give me a couple edits, so I can open this back up and wrote a little about me section here. Let's see. F1's idea. Okay, not bad for giving it nothing. So let's go back to new chat and we added in spreadsheets and browser as a plugin. Give you the last 5 Liverpool games scores in the CSV. I know, something kind of dumb. I just kind of want to see how these tools work. Oh, it knows today's date. It's heavily relying on the skills, which, and I want to see if it opens up a browser when you use this. But it looks like it's just reading for now. Okay, so it is giving the CSV. And can you give me this in a file? Oh, did I have plan mode on? Let's see. Oh, okay. Alright, so it's making this a file. It's just saying it didn't really load the browser though. So, or maybe it didn't. It's behind the scenes there. But we can open up a CSV in here, I think, which is cool. And we got our little document. So I like that you can kind of preview files in here. And you can't see this, but open up my other window. Alright, that's cool. And I want to do one more. We're going to go back to our plugins. I did add Notion. Oh, wait, let's do what can the computer use? All right, that's dangerous. We're gonna try Notion documents. Can you open up my? All right, let's find a document in Notion we can use. All right, bear with me, everybody. I get into my Notion here. Ooh, a lot of these. Let's make a new one. Pause it. $5. All right, we made a new page. My page in Notion called Test Venmo and make it into. Again, I'm more interested in how all these things work together in the ecosystem here. So it must. Now I didn't authenticate Notion, so it must be because I have the MCP server already connected to my account. Yeah, wow. Okay, that was I just said put design. Okay, for some reason my Mac is going to explode today, so we're gonna go through. We're gonna go through and give some closing thoughts on Codex. Maybe it's 5.5 with the GPT 5.5 update, but I think I'm leaving Claude. I think I'm going Codex. It just felt quicker. It felt smoother. The plugins, it just felt more accessible. The integration with the ChatGPT mobile app was really smooth. We didn't get into that a touch. I wanted to get into that a little bit more, but it was so quick and smooth. I loved it. It's funny how just lately with these models, it's like you go all in and you keep moving back and forth, and it's so easy to switch. Where I think I'm just gonna go Codex for a while and see what happens. So I'll let you guys know, but I definitely recommend if you've been doing a lot of Claude coding and also too the usage limits aren't as intense on ChatGPT. If you're doing a heavy project, it's probably worth another look. But let me know. Are you still Team Opus? Are you still going hard in the Claude Code world? I still use both, but I don't know. Codex is there's a joy. There's something about it. So maybe I'll change with a little bit more. But I'm going all in. And yeah, we'll let everybody know. Thank you for watching, especially if you made it to the end of this video. There's going to be a lot of crazy cuts, so I apologize, but thank you for sticking with us, and we'll see you next time.